interesting.
We have a white van with all the seats down. It will slide right in.
That stuff is already sold.
Okay.
Oh.
Great. Are you naked, Sarah, or with an H?
No H. How about you?
I'm with an H.
Okay, then I don't know why I don't have an H, but
I always called it naked Sarah versus Sarah.
yeah.
Swintic. Interesting. All right. Do you know how much the record player is?
I will not, but Sarah can do that.
I'm sorry.
The record player?
You know what? We should plug it in and make sure it works. Did you guys do that? Do you know?
Not on that. No, not on that one.
Okay. If it works, $5.
Oh, either way, I'll take it for 5.
Oh, okay.
I'll take this pile right here too. I don't know if I can make a pile somewhere.
Sure.
Or...
You
Yeah.
can just make a
I can
pile
help
here.
you. You just
Yeah.
go down there. You pay at the end of the driveway, so if you want, people are just making piles around the curb up there.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Yep.
did you have a question about dishes?
Thank you.
No problem.
The Corral dishes? I don't know. Lowe's, you have a price on the Corral dishes? $10.
Oh, right here, if that's okay.
You put it in that box so it doesn't get all wet?
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. You said 5 on the turntable?
I did.
Okay. Sweet. Huh.
Cinnamon.
I know that. That's strong. What do you do with it?
Just use a percent.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. Oh, wow.
No stuff here is just furniture. There is some other decorative items on tables under there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
And then the labels outside it. There you go.
Excuse me.
All that works.
So all that works.
Yeah.
Receipt.
You got rid of all of the CDs and
How much is the audio equipment here?
What do you think?
I don't know.
20?
those are nice Bose
That's
speakers
it.
though.
Yeah, the speakers are really good.
Yeah.
Receiver, 5-disc changer.
Okay. And all this stuff here?
Yes, sir.
And all working?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can't beat that. That's a great price. Okay. You said 20?
It's better than lugging it to the recycling center.
Yeah. I'm gonna lug it to my car.
Yeah, we're happy if it. Yeah, if
That's
you-
that's a great deal.
Yeah. We just want people to be happy.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, it is heavy.
It is. I'll take a second trip.
Okay.
Do you need any help carrying it?
Well, yeah, Carol help.
Sure.
And this? Yeah.
That's all the cables and stuff.
Okay. Awesome.
Probably more than you need, but
But hey, I'm sure I'll use them for something. Thank you guys very much.
you're welcome.
Ticket.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Alright, hey guys. Back in the basement. Pretty good day of sales on Saturday. Got quite a lot of stuff here. The downside is a lot of it is going to be annoying to ship. Some of the bigger stuff that I've been trying to stay away from, but the profit was just a little too good. The prices were too low, so I had to pick up some of these things. So go ahead and show you guys what I picked up. All right, so this is not big. This is pretty nice. This is a Swintech. It's like a tax calculator, basically. So this was $2. I've seen, so this model I have not seen any actual sold comps on. I see quite a few out there, listing between 30 to 60. I paid $2, so I'm probably going to list this one at around 25, and see if we can get that. Especially with tax season coming up, this is probably a good time to list something like this. So this is a Star Wars Build-A-Bear. I did not know who this was. My wife did. It is Ray, I think. Yeah, Ray. This one's kind of all over the place, but usually I'll still pick these up if they're cheap enough. I think this was $2, and I've seen some comps where it's sold for $4 or $5, but then I've seen quite a few where it's between that $13 to $15 range. So I'm just gonna sit it at 15 and just wait until it sells. This guy's actually pretty cool here. This is Real Working Buddies, Mr. Dusty.
Hi, I'm Dusty. Do you love making a mess every day but don't like cleaning it up? I can help, because cleaning time is my lunchtime.
Yeah, it's good stuff right there. All right, so that was $3. And I've seen some comps here. There's quite a few of these out there. It seems to be a pretty popular toy. I've got ranging from 18 up to 30. I've got a $29.99, 33. So this one should do pretty well. I've never sold this one before. It just looked interesting when I saw it, so I picked it up. Grab this Noah's Ark. It's Noah's Ark puzzle just because it was new in the box and it was only $1. I've only seen one pre-owned comp on this one for like $7. I'm probably gonna, because it's new, I'll probably list it at 15 and let it sit. It'll probably take a little while, but it's small, doesn't take up much space, so not too worried about letting that one sit for a bit. All right, so here we've got a bunch of large electronics. So I'll start with this, and it's pretty interesting. I've got one other piece from this sale that I'll show you guys here in a bit. I couldn't fit it on the table with everything else, but it's interesting because the two sales I got the majority of my stuff at were not on my actual list. They were, luckily we just saw signs as we were driving, and kind of right place, right time, finding those signs. So this is a Gerard record player. This is Gerard record player. This is the 50 MK2. Now, it caught my eye just because of just this type of setup here. We don't see this. I don't see these very often. And I was able to test it. It actually works, which is really cool. And they only wanted $5 for it, so I had to take it. It's not too big, but it's a little heavy. It's really interesting because of the way that these are built. There's nothing underneath it. You can actually see a lot of the inner workings inside of it. I thought that was pretty cool. So I haven't seen any sold comps on this specific model. I've seen parts and whatnot selling for the specific model, so I'm really not sure exactly what I'm going to list it at yet. Okay, so all of these here, these all came from a sale. As I said, we were driving home and I saw a sign that said estate sale from 11 to 3, and it was like right at 11 o'clock when we saw it, so it was like perfect timing. So they didn't have a ton of stuff there that I would have been interested in, but they had this one little section of these electronics. I was instantly drawn to the Bose because obviously everyone knows Bose does very well. And I wasn't really, they didn't have a price on it. I wasn't sure what they were going to be looking for, but they wanted $20 for everything. I was really only interested in this, but they had it all bundled at $20. That way I'll just take it. Whatever's not worth anything, I'll just take it to Goodwill. Not a big deal. But all of these actually sell very well. Okay, so this is the RCA 5-disc changer here. It is the RP8070D, and I know you're not going to remember that, but this is actually a pretty decent one. I'll definitely throw the comps up there. They seem to be right around that 35 to 40 is where the majority of those are living. I've seen there's one with the remote at 75, refurbished at 75. But for the most part, I'm seeing right around that $30, $35 range. So that's pretty awesome, obviously. And then here we've got the Technics receiver. This one's not too heavy. It's not too bad. This is the SAEX140. This one's also pretty good. Now the best thing is that this guy kept all the stuff in really good condition. I was able to test all of these. Having the receiver actually helps a lot. It's a very easy way of testing all of this type of electronics. But that receiver is right around 55, 60, and it's got the remote as well. And then Bose, I think most everyone knows to look for Bose. That rhymed. So this is the 5 series subwoofer. I think, hold on. Yeah, this is the 5 series 3 speaker system. So it's got the subwoofer. It's got the two speakers here, as well as the hookups that you need. Let's see here. This one is ranging from about 100 to 130. I do see one out there with 157, but that one did have some of the mounts. I think I only have one. Yeah, I've only got one mount here. But this should still do really well, obviously. So paid 20 bucks for all of this. And, you know, on the conservative end is about $200 in sales out of these, I would think. So definitely pleased with that one. So I'm going to get these out of the way. I've got one more thing that I'll show you here in just a second. All right, guys, real quick here. So I'm going back over this record player. And one thing I failed to mention, I always do this when I buy record players, and I recommend anyone, if you go out to a sale and you see like a nice looking record player like this, something that looks kind of old, a little funky, even if you don't want to mess with the shipping and whatnot that goes along with a record player, you definitely want to check to see what kind of stylus it has, right? So the stylus, this is, it's under here. This is what, it's got the needle on it. This is what plays the record. And I hadn't looked at this yet until I was taking everything down and starting to take pictures. So I wanted to show you guys this real fast. So this stylus here is an AT12S. This is Audio-Technica 12S. It's a very nice, very nice stylus. So this stylus will no longer be sold with this machine. The comps on this stylus, believe it or not, is about 150 bucks just for this little piece right here. So I've seen one that sold for 150, I should be clear, but the other comps are still around that 120, 130, 130 range. So definitely gonna sell this by itself. We'll see how much this one goes for, but that is definitely a tip to keep in mind, because I know you can see these. You can see these at sales. I'm like, yeah, I'm just not going to mess with this. I don't want to ship it. I don't really care. But check the stylus, because sometimes those can go for really big money. I've sold a couple styluses for over 100 bucks in my years of flipping. So just wanted to make sure I give you guys that little tidbit of knowledge. He was on his 3rd glass at his favorite watering hole when the memories he'd worked so hard to suppress bubbled up to the surface. Hey guys, just messing around here. This is the last item that I picked up that I wanted to show you guys. And obviously I like to have a little fun with some of the items that I pick up. Kind of like a prop comic now, I guess. The Carrot Top of the reselling industry, if you will. I really like that sound. It is so very gratifying. So this is an IBM Wheelwriter 5. It's a really cool typewriter. And it's in great working condition. Almost everything on here that I've tested so far is working. Just the paper up, the paper down. Obviously it's writing well. I feel like I'm on caps lock though. Yep. Okay, fantastic. So I paid $7 for this. Comps are very good for this item, ranging anywhere from 100 to 150. A couple of the 150s I've seen, they did have free shipping on them, and this is not going to be cheap to ship, that is for sure. And it's not going to be a lot of fun to ship, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Like I said, this weekend I've got a lot of things that are not my favorite things to ship, but again, the profit was just too good to pass up. So it's got to put in a little bit more work. This is a really cool piece. So I'll probably list this around that 130 range. I'm not going to do free shipping. And yeah, I'm not sure what this weighs yet, but it's pretty heavy. So I'll have to figure out a good box to put this one in and get it all packed up nicely. But wanted to show you guys this is the last piece that I had. And I guess maybe now I'm gonna try to write a novel. What do you guys think of the start? Good? Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it for today's video. I appreciate you guys watching, putting up with my nonsense. And until next time, stay curious.